We already know that the surface of the Earth is shaped by physical processes such as erosion, deposition, and weathering. Let's learn how glaciers, wind, and waves change the land on Earth. Glaciated landforms are landforms that have been shaped by glaciers. Glaciers are thick ice masses that have formed from snowfalls over many years. Glaciers have the ability to move, which enables them to sculpt areas over which they flow. Glaciers form on the coldest parts of Earth, close to the North and South poles, and in high mountainous regions. The white region in the map shows the glaciated parts of the Earth. Most of Pakistan's glaciers are located in the northern regions of Gilgit-Baltistan and Chitral. The largest glacier on Earth is the Lambert Glacier in Antarctica. It is 435 kilometers long, 96 kilometers wide, and about 2,500 meters deep at its center. The Siachen Glacier in the eastern Karakoram Range is the second longest glacier on Earth outside the polar regions. There are two different types of glacier, continental and alpine. The glaciers formed near the poles are called continental glaciers. They include Antarctica, most of Greenland, and the Arctic. They are huge sheets of ice formed from snowfalls over thousands of years. Alpine glaciers are large masses of ice that form at the top of mountainous regions and slowly move downward and across the land. They are formed due to many years of snowfall, with each year's fall adding to the mass. Alpine glaciers are also referred to as mountain glaciers. Glaciers can form different types of landforms by erosion as well as deposition. Let's learn about some of them. U-shaped valleys were formed when massive glaciers slid down the mountainside for thousands of years. They have a flat, wide base that forms the shape of the letter U. The Yosemite Valley in the United States is a famous U-shaped valley. The Hunza Valley in Pakistan was also carved by a glacier. A cirque is a bowl-shaped hollow located near the top of a mountain and is usually the place where a glacier starts. As snow falls and accumulates over the years, the glacier that starts forming becomes heavier and heavier and creates a hollow in the earth that gets larger as the ice mass gets larger and heavier. Cirques are also known as corries and combes. When several cirques erode an entire mountainside, leaving just the peak is called a horn. The most famous horn on Earth is the Matterhorn in Switzerland. An arête is a jagged, narrow ridge between the backs of two cirques. As each cirque continues to erode the Earth, the edge of the arête becomes steeper and its ridge becomes narrower. Glaciers move materials from one place to another, creating landforms such as moraines and eskers. These landforms are called depositional landforms. A moraine is a pile of materials like soil, stone, and rocks. Glaciers move materials from one place to another, creating landforms such as moraines and eskers. These landforms are called depositional landforms. A moraine is a pile of materials like soil, stone, and rocks that have been pushed along by a moving glacier. As the glacier retreats and the ice melts, these materials remain where they were deposited, forming a moraine. An esker is a long ridge of sand and gravel that has been deposited by streams that once ran through glaciers. Eskers form where the debris accumulates and is left after the ice has melted and the streams have moved on. The Mason Esker in the state of Michigan is the longest and most famous in the United States.